हेलो स्टूडेंट, पिछले क्लास में हम लोग फाइनेंशियल स्टेटमेंट एनालिसिस इसके बारे में कर रहे थे। और फाइनेंशियल स्टेटमेंट एनालिसिस में हम लोग क्या किए कि द टूल्स ऑफ फाइनेंशियल स्टेटमेंट एनालिसिस, देयर आर वेरियस टूल्स दैट वी ऑल आर read or look in previous classes. Now we start here about the format of comparative balance sheet. In previous classes we all are know about the comparative statement, and here I want to say to you that the comparative balance sheet and comparative income statements are two parts of comparative statement analysis. In the comparative statement analysis, we have to analyze the different 2 years positions of different 2 years financial positions of business organizations, and we take the results either the positive or negative. What is the effects on business? Now here we all are teach about the format of comparative balance sheet. Thereafter we know about the format of comparative income and statement. The comparative balance sheet indicates the compare of different components of balance sheets. It means either assets or liability. The difference ये compare of different assets or liability and put here as follow. Here comparative balance sheet of a particular limited, thereafter as on in which date, the ending date of the organizations. Now whatever the columns arises here, the column arises here particular note number, previous year and current year's amounts, then changes. What is the changes in previous year and current year amounts? Either increase or decrease, or thereafter percentage of increase or decrease in the amounts. Percentage. What is the percentage? Here the absolute value of changes. Thereafter percentage of changes in increase or percentage of changes in the amounts. How we can take it? First, as per the balance sheet format of the company account, first we take equities and liability. Equity and liability, there are 3 parts are shown in it. Equity and liability have, first of all, you have to put about the shareholder funds. Shareholder funds, as per the Company Act 2013, the shareholder funds the shareholder funds have share capital, reserve and surplus, etc. It means we have to put the different words as amount withdraw, the different words of the company. As share capitals of previous year and current year, then we have to take the decisions about the increase or decrease. Suppose here the capital is 2 lakhs and current year is 1 lakh. Then what will be the changes here? The changes is, absolute changes is increase or decrease. 2 lakhs, thereafter 1 lakhs. It means decrease. The decrease shown by 2 ways. Either in the bracket or in the minus sign. When you are put in bracket, then you have to need about the giving the notes at the end of the format as the column uses or bracket uses for negative signs. Thereafter, we have to find the percentage of changes in amounts. How to find? Here we have to retain the formula percentage of changes. Percentage of changes in amount. So percentage of changes in amount means change in amount, change whatever may be increase or decrease divided by base year amounts. Base year amount means previous year amounts. previous year amount, then multiply with 100 because we have to put the value in percentage. Now start. As per the examples, the 2 lakhs in previous year amounts, thereafter 1 lakh, and changes is also be decreased by 1 lakh. Here put 1 lakh, the changes divided by previous year amount, 2 lakh into 100. When you put it, then find the 50 or 50 percentage. Here so as only 50 is also be answer because percentage is here put in the column. Percentage, what percentage in changes? The 50%. It decrease, then this, or either or 50% in bracket, whatever may be. Next, start. The share capital, as per the examples given in share capitals, we have start. The second one is reserve and surplus. There are different items in reserve and surplus we have to put. And when I put in your when I put about the format of company's balance sheet, then we put all the details about the reserve and surplus. What items are under the reserve and surplus are given there. Next, non-current liability. Non-current liability, what is the non-current liability? We know? Don't know. Non-current liability, those liability which is not current, it means the debentures, long-term borrowings, etc. Debenture and long-term borrowings are here in non-current liability, and we have to put again what is the amount of previous year, then current year, then changes, or thereafter percentage of changes. Thereafter current liability. Current liability, sundry creditors, bills payable, bank overdraft, whatever be given as current assets, current liability, then we put all the details of current liability in it, and current liability, previous year, current year, changes, either increase or decrease, and then percentage of increase and decrease. After taking all the liabilities and equity side items, we have to tackle the total amounts, and total of previous year, total of current year, total, the differences of total is known as changes in increase or decrease, or then the percentage of increase and decrease. We cannot find by adding it and adding it. It's not a correct way to find the changes. Thereafter, after completion of liability side and equity liability side, we have to start the second part of the balance sheet is assets. Assets that have 2 items and 2 headings. What is the 2 headings? Non-current assets and current assets. Actually, in balance sheet, as per Company Act 2013, the non-current assets means those assets which are fixed as land and building, plant and machinery, furniture, etc. And thereafter, after putting all the items of non-current assets, either increase, decrease, previous year, current year, increase, decrease, percentage increase, decrease, and then current assets, syndicator, current assets, cash in hand, cash at bank, bill receivable, sundry debtor, closing stock, whatever may be, all the name put in current assets, and here previous and current, and thereafter changes, or thereafter after the completions of percentage of changes. Here we put the format of comparative balance sheet, and after this class we have to start about the comparative income statements of a company. Now let's go with the format and try to complete it comfortably.